Hello, boys and girls, and welcome once again to From the Slab, sponsored by Nabisco. This is Chris over to my, I guess to my right or my left, my left. This is Chris to my left, and I am your monkey boy as always. And we are here tonight for another edition of From the Slab. It feels like we haven't been here in such a long time, Chris.
Well, it's only been a week.
I missed you.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I missed you.
2 weeks it's been.
I did see you Saturday, though.
Saturday. Yeah, had a fun weekend. It was a good, fun weekend.
Yeah, I like that place at Oscura.
Oscura, yeah, that was very, very different for us. It was nice, pleasant. There was air conditioning.
Yeah, and good liquor.
Good liquor. They needed an extra bartender or two, but that's okay. Probably for the best they didn't have it. But so Misanthropic Torment, hello, how are you? Tony, obviously, hello, how are you? I love your kitchen. I like that it's metal. So this week our movie is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This one was picked by Jason, and he actually was a friend of mine that was a singer in one of my first bands. And I hadn't seen him in 30 years, and I saw him this Saturday. He came across the state from Stewart, Florida. We're both from Connecticut, but
where is Stewart, Florida?
A little south of Daytona, I think.
Okay. Never been there.
Yeah, I've been there. Actually, I've been there. I got a massage in Stewart, Florida once. Like a real one, not like one of those rub and tug things, like a real one. So tonight we're doing The Exorcism of Emily Rose, which is a movie from 2005 starring Jennifer Connelly and Laura Linney and Tom Wilkinson. And it's based on a true story. The story itself is true. There was it happened in Germany where a girl named Anneliese, I think Thorensen, was she died during an exorcism, and the priest was put on trial. So it was a very true story, Chris. I know that you're a skeptic as to whether you think, but we'll talk about that skepticism later. It was not a happy ending. I said it wasn't a rub and tug thing. I was actually in a lot of pain after the massage. So I without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I think it's important we get through at least this because it's been 2 weeks. So if you guys have seen it, feel free to chime in anytime you'd like.
And after 2 weeks, Brian forgets how to read.
In an extreme, okay, so here and I do, and it's really dark in here, but that's okay. In an extremely rare decision, the Catholic Church officially recognized the demonic possession of the 19-year-old college freshman, told in flashbacks. The Exorcism of Emily Rose chronicles the haunting trial of the priest accused of negligence, resulting in the death of a young girl who is believed to be possessed, and the lawyer who takes the task of defending him. That's what this movie is about. Let's get right into it. Lawyer Erin Bruner, played by Laura Linney, takes on the church and the state when she fights in defense of a priest, Father Richard Moore, played by Tom Wilkinson, who performed an exorcism on a young woman. I mean, I've performed exorcisms on young women too. Just saying, but I was younger then. Emily Rose, played by Jennifer Carpenter. That's the young woman. Bruner must battle the state lawyer as well as her own loneliness, as she realizes that her career so far has not fulfilled her. She takes the case, albeit reluctantly, because she believes it will elevate her to senior partner at her law firm. The priest agrees to let her defend him only if he's allowed to tell Emily's story. Right on, Graven. Thank you very much, brother. We had a nice interview with Graven the other day, and we played last night, about an hour long. It was really good. So the trial begins with the calling of several medical experts by the prosecutor, Ethan Thomas, played by Campbell Scott. One expert testifies that Emily was suffering from both epilepsy and psychosis. Okay, makes sense. The defense contests that she may have actually been possessed, though Bruner is careful never to say that in so many words initially. Indeed, Bruner explains that Emily was suffering from something that neither medicine nor psychology could explain. And that Father Moore, as well as her family, realized this and tried to help her in another way. And I don't know what that other way was, but I think, I don't know. I didn't see it in the movie, but it's possible. So several flashbacks show how this began. Alone in her dorm room one night at 3 a.m., she smells a strange burning smell from the hallway. When she checks on it, she sees the door open and shut by itself several times. When she goes back to her room, she sees a jar of pencils and pens move by itself. Additionally, she covers her covers roll themselves down, and a great weight seems to press down on her, a force which also proceeds to choke her and seemingly to possess her momentarily. Through these episodes, she wonders if they are really happening or if she's just having hallucinations. She suffers from more visions, is hospitalized, and is diagnosed with epilepsy. She's given anti-seizure medications, which she claims do not work. Her visions continue, as do her severe body contortions. And she does do some severe body contortions in this movie. I will say this. I don't know if that was done, with camera tricks or whatnot, or in post, but I believe she can do it. She has a horse face.
Yeah, I mean, Scott Derrickson's he's kind of the old school Sam Raimi.
Yeah, there was a lot of that
filmmaking, so I'm sure as much was done practically as possible.
I think a lot was. She leaves school and returns to live with her parents. She and her parents become convinced she is not an epileptic or mentally ill, but is possessed by demons. As you do. You think that all the time. I think that all the time about you, Chris. They ask their local parish priest to be called in to perform an exorcism, and the church actually agrees, which the church doesn't actually do that a whole lot, by the way, despite the movies. The prosecution counters that all of this can be explained by a combination of epilepsy, the contortions, and psychosis, the visions. So meanwhile, Bruner begins to experience strange occurrences in her apartment at 3 a.m., including strange smells and sounds. Father Moore warns her that she may be targeted by demons and is possibly exposing them. And demons do not like to be exposed unless they're exposing themselves.
She lives in a big city apartment. I mean, weird smells come from other apartments.
Weird smells come from my butt, usually a lot in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. It happens. I'm just saying. Later in the film, Father Moore explains that 3 a.m. is the witching hour, which evil spirits use to mock the Holy Trinity.
Which time zone?
You pick, bud.
Greenwich Mean Time?
Well,
was
I think
it daylight savings time?
It was daylight savings time, and I think it was Mountain Time, Central Time. But I'm not 100%. They didn't really say. They didn't go into it. Significantly, it is the opposite of 3 p.m., traditionally taken to be the hour at which Jesus died.
So we're going by Jerusalem time.
Yeah, yes. And when we say 3 a.m. or 3 p.m., we have to say it in Aramaic, but I don't know it.
Right. I'm trying to do the
math. It's all
the conversion here. How many hours ahead is Jerusalem compared to what were they in New York, Philadelphia?
Well, she lived on a very bleak, abandoned farm, like abandoned looking piece of property. I seem to think they're probably Mountain Time, Central Time.
Seattle, maybe?
Could have been. I thought maybe like Idaho.
Oh, could be.
So why don't you figure that out and get back to me? Let me know what 3 a.m. is Jerusalem time compared to Idaho. Seeing the prosecution is putting up a seemingly solid medical case, Bruner decides to try to show that Emily may have actually been possessed. She calls an anthropologist, Dr. Sandra Adani, played by Shoresh Agashiu. I don't know if that's right, but I like to say Agdashilu. There's a lot of O's at the end of her name. Anyway, the Dr. Sandra Adani testifies about various cultures' beliefs on spiritual possession. Graham Cartwright, the medical doctor present during the exorcism, comes forward to reveal an audio tape made during the rite. The priest is then called to stand to testify. The tape is played and the movie then flashes back to the exorcism. It is performed on Halloween night because Father Moore believes it might be easier to draw out the demons on that night. Wow. I don't know. Weird smells come from the water. Audrey wants Monkey Boy for the game. 3 a.m. is common in these type of movies based on the true events in an Amityville horror movie. Was 3:15. And Ari, hey baby, what's up? All right, there we go. I did my due diligence there. I got everything in there. So the priest Emily. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, the priest Emily's boyfriend Jason and her father are in the room. Emily is tied to the bed. The priest uses holy water to lube up. Oh, wait, no. Priest uses holy water in various words from the Ritual Romanum. She speaks in tongues, including Latin. She speaks in tongues, including Latin, German, Ancient Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic. Several of the family's pet cats, run into the room, jumping on the priest and knocking him down, because cats can knock people down. Emily,
that is normal cat behavior.
Normal cat behavior. Emily breaks her ties and jumps out the window, running into the barn. And she jumped pretty damn good. I gotta give her that. She was a good jumper. A good jumper. Okay. They follow her inside the barn they are subjected to more supernatural phenomena, such as unnatural gusts of wind. Once again, might have come from her, but we don't know. And demonic screams and voices. Do we have an example of demonic screams? All right, there we go. The demon inside Emily refuses to name itself and repeated demands from the presiding father. But after the repeated demands of the provider, okay, listen, the demon ain't talking. He ain't saying, hey, my name is Gaboozabub or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. He ain't talking. He ain't listening to the priest. So, but he finally reveals, though, that there are not one, but 6 demons inside of Emily Rose. They go on to identify themselves in a dramatic fashion, naming themselves one after the other in dual voices from Emily. They identify themselves as the demons that possessed Cain, Nero, and Judas Iscariot, and one of the legion. Beyond that, 2 demons name themselves directly as Belial and Lucifer, the devil in the flesh, which usually what they say is if during an exorcism, the demon says that they're Lucifer, then it's usually mental illness.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. The film returns to the courtroom. The priest says that after this, Emily refused another exorcism, but also refused to take her antipsychotic medication, having accepted her fate. She died a few weeks later. The prosecution contends that her speaking in tongues can be explained by her having gone through Catholic catechism, in which she could have learned the ancient languages, and that she had studied German in high school. Well, that sounds right. The priest admits that it might be possible that she could have learned these languages in school. Brunner then wants to call the doctor as a witness, but he does not show up. She walks outside to see him on the street. He says he can no longer testify because he does believe in the demons. Before he can explain, he is hit by a car and killed.
Spooky.
Later that night, Brunner's boss tells her she has ruined the whole trial and that if she recalls the priest to the stand, she will be fired. Nonetheless, Brunner calls the priest to the stand the next day, and he reads a letter that Emily wrote him before she died. In the letter, Emily describes another vision she had the morning after the exorcism. She walks out of her house to see the Virgin Mary, who tells her that although the demons will not leave her, she can leave her body and end her suffering. However, the apparition goes on to say that if she returns to her body, she will help to prove to the world that God and the devil are real. She chooses to return to her body. She concludes the letter by saying, people say that God is dead, but how can they think that if I show them the devil? She then receives the stigmata, which are the wounds of Christ, which the priest believes is a sign of God's love for her. But the prosecution counters that she could have received the stigmata wounds in a barbed wire fence on her property. Father Moore is ultimately found guilty. However, on a recommendation from the jury, the judge agrees to a sentence of time served. In modern American legal practice, the juries are only allowed to answer questions specifically directed to them, though sometimes they are asked to separately sentence defendants. The jury's recommendation in this fictional case does not follow American practice, just so you know. Brunner is offered a partnership in her firm for saving Father Moore from extended jail time, but she refuses and, in fact, quits. She goes with Father Moore to Emily's grave, where he has put a quote, which she recited to him the day before she died, from the second chapter, 12th verse of the Philippines on her grave. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And that, my friends, is the exorcism of Emily Rose. Stay tuned for next week when we have the circumcision of Jacob Goldberg. All right, Chris, why don't you tell the nice people what they've won? What do you think about this movie?
No. I mean, I like the movie. I like the movie a lot. I thought Jennifer Carpenter is pretty fucking incredible. Actually, Jason, it is an 8-hour difference between Idaho and Jerusalem. Quick Google search will do that. But I love the fact that they took a horror movie and turned it into a courtroom drama, because I'm like a sucker for courtroom dramas.
You are.
I am. I'm a sucker for courtroom dramas, and to have one in a horror movie was kind of cool. I mean, the only other ones I could think of that did that was the last Conjuring movie and Devil's Advocate. But I mean, I really liked it. It was. I like how they, because of the trial, they left the actual. They left it up to interpretation, whether.
Yeah, honestly, that's my favorite part of this movie. Like, I thought it was good. It had some scary moments, right? I mean, like, just the visuals were pretty disturbing.
Yeah.
But really, it was about, at the end of it, it made no bones that the whole movie was about, the difference between religion, science, and reality, and how there's a very, there's some things are open to interpretation.
I hate that. Why can't we have more like in horror movies? It's such a worn out trope that the skeptic is always wrong, and I'm like, did we not learn anything from Scooby-Doo?
Oh, the skeptic's usually right.
The skeptic's almost always right.
It was Old Man Withers.
Every mystery in history ever solved,
that rhymes,
has been proved to be not magic.
Not magic. No, everyone has.
Every mystery ever solved has been not supernatural.
Here is the thing, though, Chris. Life is not that simple. It is that simple because that is true. But perception has a lot to do with how people live their lives.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would just personally like for once to have in the horror movie, the skeptic be like, see, it's all natural. There are no ghosts.
I've seen that in something. And if I haven't, I will, because I'll make that. I'll make that movie. And then I'll have that guy get killed by the ghosts. Yeah!
But I really like the movie. I'm going to give it a 3 horns out of 4. No, 3.5. 3.5.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know how to do 3.5, but I will also give it 3.5.
Yeah,
horns, because that's really very much cool. Chat, what did you think of this movie? If you've seen it, I know.
So I did the math, and
Misanthropic Torment said the movie was entertaining. Go ahead, you did the math.
If we're assuming that it takes place in Idaho, though it was filmed in Los Angeles, so I mean we could say California, but let's just say, but for shits and giggles, we'll say Idaho.
Right.
There's an 8-hour difference, which means 3:00 a.m. in Jerusalem is 7 p.m. in Idaho. Therefore, the witching hour would be 7 p.m. Standard Time in Idaho.
Okay, and now Jason Ashby says that there's a 6-hour time difference between Idaho and Jerusalem. Ahead to the next day. And I don't know what that means. I can read what you've put up there, and I believe you. Anthony says that it was a decent movie. I think it was a decent movie. I think it was a very entertaining flick. And I mean, it was a little slow, but it was a courtroom drama, essentially. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, it really was at its core, and they usually are a little bit more, they take their time.
Yeah.
Jason Ashby, I really liked it. And you know what? The movie just emailed me, Jason. It really liked you. Very true, very true, very true. All right, so that was The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Thank you for joining us for that. We have to hear from this fella because he has stuff to say. Share this with your friends. Share it. Hit the share button. Do it now. Wow. That guy not only is smart, but he's very handsome, I have to say. So share this with your friends if you're having any fun whatsoever. Even if they can't come back tonight and see us, they can watch it any other time they'd like. That's fine. It is now time for our usual shenanigans, right? Now, here we go with the top 5. All right. Chris, what's our top 5 tonight, bud?
Tonight, our top 5, in keeping with the theme of the movie, is top 5 Catholic-themed horror films.
Wow, the old Catholic.
Yeah, not necessarily exorcist or demon possession films, although there are a few on here.
Okay.
Number 5, I have a fairly recent film called Deliver Us.
Deliver Us. I saw Deliver Us, and I liked it.
I like that one a lot. That's a nice slow burn with a cool reveal.
And a cool reveal. It was rather scary. It had a thing.
Yeah. Number 4, I have The Pope's Exorcist.
The Pope's Exorcist, Russell Crowe.
With Russell Crowe. I thought was a great, effective horror movie, and with Russell Crowe playing the character he did, just perfect.
Oh yeah.
Number 3 is not a movie but a series, Midnight Mass. I could not put that on here.
I loved Midnight Mass. If you're in the chat or if you're watching and you haven't seen Midnight Mass, I suggest you watch it. I mean, and honestly, part of the reason why we do this show is so that way people can find new horror movies and stuff too.
And you know what I mean? Can find new stuff. I've
find new stuff. And so this really following along in that whole vein of things. Midnight Mass is excellent if you have not seen it.
Yeah.
So sorry. Go ahead.
Number 2 is The Exorcist. I mean, it's quintessential.
Yeah.
Catholic doctrine.
It is.
Number 1 being The Omen.
The Omen. Oh man.
The king of all fucking Catholic themed horror movies.
It was definitely The Omen. And they're actually making a prequel to The Omen now?
Yeah.
Why would you do it? Don't you do it. Don't you dare.
I mean, having the fucking Liev Schreiber, Julia Stiles one was bad enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was.
And the thing is, how do you do a prequel to The Omen when Damien's mom is literally a jackal, and in the trailer she's a woman? And no. Yeah, I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either. I think it's what they used to call poppycock.
Yeah, so that's my top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Good job, Chris. Good job, Chris. All right, boys and girls. While this guy's talking, think of who you want to vote for if you haven't voted already. Chris,
Vote.
all these votes. Get all these votes down.
Hit the share button. Do it!
All right. Well, that guy. It's a reboot of the franchise? No, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Prince of Darkness, Alice Cooper, Sweet Alice. Well, that was another one too.
Yeah.
The Exorcist, The Right, The Omen, The Left, which is not a movie. They didn't have a movie, The Left. They should have though. Sorry.
I don't know why would they reboot The Omen? They already remade it. We don't need a fucking remake or reboot.
We don't need any more. Find something else to write about. You know what I mean? Look who it is. It's Jason.
Hey! What is going on, guys?
Oh, you know, just the usual, the good stuff, the bad stuff, the ugly stuff.
Absolutely. I really enjoyed Chris's top 5. My top 5 originally, I had Stigmata in there, and I took it out for The Right.
I don't know. I think I would have to put Stigmata in mine because one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I would a close 6 for me would probably be End of Days also.
End of Days
That's
is a great movie.
That's such an underrated movie.
It was one of my favorite. It had to be almost my favorite Schwarzenegger movie because he actually got hurt in that movie.
Yeah. And
He
wasn't action hero Schwarzenegger. He was like
broken down Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not your atypical Schwarzenegger movie. It was definitely something way out of his comfort zone.
Plus, that Kevin Pollak, who was America's favorite wise ass.
Yeah,
exactly.
That was Gabriel Byrne as well.
Yes.
Good.
Very good with the Gabe Byrne. Ooh,
yeah, it was
Gabe Byrne there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hi guys, vote for Chris.
Yes.
Is she campaigning for you or is she voting for you? What is she doing?
Well, yes. Both. So what, we got one for each so far?
One for each.
One for each.
So there's more than one for each.
I know Tony's in the chat. Tony needs to vote.
Tony did. He said
he did? Okay.
Oh, he did.
Yep. We got Misanthropic Torment who's voting for Monkey Boy. And then we have Audrey Curtis who voted for Monkey Boy.
Got that. Oh, so it's just that's fine. Delilah can win tonight.
I'll throw my hat in for Chris.
So every time you do, you make him win.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. You know what? Never mind.
We'll
let Chris just be the lone man out there.
No, you can vote. You can vote.
No.
You can. I'm telling you, you can. Because I believe that children are the future. If you teach them well, you let them lead the way, you can show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Absolutely.
A sense of pride,
Beautiful, man.
Yeah. All right. So,
inspirational speaker.
I know. I'm ready. Are you guys ready to play this game?
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's time. Let's do it.
When you get asked a question about that horror movie, what's the damn answer?
When you get to thinking, you might just know the answer.
What's the damn answer?
What's the damn answer? With Quizmaster Jason.
there's my screaming fan right there. They love me.
What's the damn answer?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to from the Slab and this beautiful edition here called "What's the Damn Answer." I am your quiz master. The rules of this is very simple. I have my two lovely contestants here, and I try and test their vast knowledge of horror or horror adjacent movies with a series of questions. Whoever gets the most questions correct wins, and whoever voted for said person gets the chance to pick next week's movie.
Wheel of Names.
Exactly.
If there's more than one, which there is tonight, you go on the Wheel of Names, and if fate picks you, you shall get to make us watch a movie.
And they have to watch it as long as it hasn't been seen already.
Can you see me okay, Jason?
Yes, I can see you just fine.
Is that better? No, I don't
Yeah.
need that. We don't need that. That's better.
Yeah, I like you better with darker lighting.
All right, that's fine.
All right, so here I have my questions. Are you two ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here we go with question number one. Who directed the 1990 film Bram Stoker's Dracula? Chris.
Francis Ford Coppola.
That is very correct. All
Nick
right.
Cage's uncle.
I'm sorry?
Nicolas Cage's uncle.
Yeah.
Is it really? I did not know that. See, you learned something new today, boys and girls. All right. Question number two. In the movie Night of the Living Dead, what is the primary cause of the reanimated corpses? I will repeat the question if you want me to.
In the movie Night of the Living Dead.
Yep. What is the primary cause of the reanimated corpses? Brian.
An asteroid.
No.
Star Wormwood.
Chris.
A chemical leak?
No. It was the correct answer is it was actually radiation from a satellite.
Oh.
Yes, brought from space that went to an asteroid. Star Wormwood. Exactly what I was saying. But okay, that's all right. We don't have to give it to me.
No, that's all right. I'll give it to you because you're handsome.
No, I don't want that. Although I am. I'm extremely handsome.
Yes, you are. All right. Let's see here. Well, we got question number 3. What is the name of the virus responsible for turning people into zombies in the Resident Evil film franchise? Brian.
The T virus.
That is correct.
That was actually tougher than I wanted it to be.
I couldn't remember. I've only seen that movie once.
I played the game for years.
Absolutely. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these questions will vary in difficulty, and some they'll have to scratch your brains about, and some will be pretty easy.
Right.
So here we go with question number 4, and I'm going to make sure that I phrase this correctly. In the movie 28 Days Later, what is the source of the infection that turns people into rage-filled zombies? Brian.
Rage-infected monkeys.
Yes. Or otherwise, though, because they had the name of the virus, which was called Rage, but it was killed monkeys.
Rage-infected monkeys. They were sprung from their cages by activists.
Yep. All right. I love that story.
That face alone, I love it.
Right. All right. Question number 5. What is the name of the demon that possesses the doll Annabelle in the Conjuring series?
Hmm.
Chris?
Azrael?
No.
No.
Good guess, though. Brian, take a shot.
Pazuzu?
No. One of these days, he's going to say that it's going to be the correct answer. No, it's actually Valak.
Falak.
Mm-hmm. That was the name of
I
the
think
demon.
that's a made up demon.
Might be.
I think so.
I know most of my demons. The ones that are in here anyway.
Yeah. Let's see here. Here we go with question number 6.
Hi, Paula.
Hey,
Hi.
Paula. All right. Who played the role of Ed Warren in the Conjuring films? Chris.
Patrick Wilson.
That is correct. All right. Okay. More demonic possession questions here. What is the name of the demon that possesses Katie in Paranormal Activity? Brian.
Pazuzu.
No. Chris, take a shot.
Azrael.
No. Actually, the name of the demon was Toby.
Steve. Toby. Toby, that's not a demon.
I know.
Toby's a fat kid at the end of the block who gives you a glazed donut every time you walk by.
Yeah. Toby was the name of my cat, so. All right.
Wait.
What?
Kunta Kinte.
Kunta
Yeah.
Kinte. No, your name's
Yeah.
Toby.
Yeah, right? All right. In the movie, in Chronicle, the movie Chronicle, what supernatural event gives the main characters their telekinetic powers?
Say that again.
In Chronicle, the movie Chronicle, what supernatural event gives the main characters their telekinetic powers? Chris or Brian? I'm sorry.
I'm Brian.
Yeah, you're
Asteroid.
No. Take a shot, Chris.
The Rapture?
No. The answer is they actually encounter a mysterious object in a cave when they're doing cave explorations.
That came from an asteroid. Like I said.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Well, wait a second. Paula says my denims are real.
I'm sure they are.
I think she meant demons, but I like the fact that it came out denims.
Denims, absolutely.
My denims are real. Sorry.
We're gonna switch questions here. We're gonna go some monster movie questions. All right, question number 9. And those for the keeping count right now, we do have a tie game at 2 apiece.
Ooh, we both suck today. All right, this is good.
Right?
Okay.
Tell 'em
Thank you
what.
very much, Audrey, for that
All right.
plug. We appreciate it. All right. In the 2014 film Godzilla, what nickname is given to the massive radioactive creature? Chris.
Mutos.
That is correct.
Why couldn't he talk?
No, it's
it's an acronym.
Yeah, it's the nickname that was given to him.
All right.
Let's see. That's got my tiebreaker question on it. All right. So question number 10. Which 2010 film stars Leonardo DiCaprio as a man trapped in a dream within a dream, blurring reality and dreams? Chris.
Inception.
That is correct. I've never seen that movie, but I think I might.
I'm not sure that's even horror adjacent, but that's okay. Well,
Yeah.
Well,
You
it's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it, and that's already horrifying enough.
oh,
Oh,
man.
oh,
Yeah, I
Jason.
went.
Jason,
Yeah,
what you Gilbert Grape? Are you all right?
I went there.
All right. Okay.
I went there.
You
My
know.
favorite movie was Titanic when he sunk to the bottom of the ocean.
Well, there we go.
All right. Question number 11.
Yep.
Who plays the role of Eleanor Vance in the 1963 film The Haunting, based on Shirley Jackson's novel?
The 1960. Okay.
Brian.
Was it Liz Taylor?
No, it was not.
No.
But Liz Taylor was in a movie that was, I think, similar to that around that time frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got nothing.
It was Julie Harris.
Julie Harris. I was just out on a date with Julie Harris right before I got married.
That's
not true.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Here we go with question number 12. What 2011 film is about a woman who is terrorized by supernatural events after her husband is imprisoned?
Supernatural events. Husband's imprisoned.
It's a very underrated movie, too. It's a good movie. Brian, take a shot.
The Rapening?
No.
Okay.
The Rappening, whatever. Chris?
2011.
Mm-hmm.
Terrorized by. Say the question again.
What 2011 film is about a woman who is terrorized by supernatural events after her husband is imprisoned?
Yeah, I got nothing.
The movie was called The Others.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when you say prison, I don't think of the 1800s, really.
Yeah. Like I said, good movie. Underrated movie for people that haven't seen
Very
it.
much so.
Right.
All right. Here we go with question number 13. We do have a score right now of 4-2 in favor of Chris, but Brian, we still have plenty of questions left.
I can get back.
I have faith in you.
And you all can have faith in me.
Absolutely.
For I am the light.
Yes. He has a light shining on him, at least. So he can be.
Oh, sorry.
All right. In Rosemary's Baby, what is the name of the sinister cult that seeks to impregnate Rosemary with the devil's child?
Name of the cult
Yeah.
is
Chris?
I know it's wrong, but the Cult of Thorn?
No.
No, that's Halloween.
Yep.
If it's Pazuzu, I'm going to be really upset.
It is. It's not. So, Brian, you pick
I
it.
put my hand up. I was gonna say the cult of Pazuzu.
No.
The
It was
Cult of
actually.
Asteroids?
No, it was actually.
Harry Frangus.
It was actually the Castavets.
The Castavets. Well, that was the name of the people. That was their name.
Yep, but it was the cult as well. That's what they were called, I believe, if I remember correctly.
I
No?
don't think you do. No, I think that's wrong.
Well, then
Completely wrong.
everyone gets a point then. We'll just put a point for everyone.
That's no, I don't want that either. I don't know. Let's just not take a point and just be. Let's go on.
All right. What actor?
Personality. Sorry, you're good.
It's okay. What actor played the title character in the 1973 film The Wicker Man?
73. Oh, God.
Wait. Say that again.
Okay. Who played the title character in the 1973 film The Wicker Man?
That's a nonsense question.
Okay, I will erase that question, and I will go with something different.
Yeah, because the Wicker Man was a structure.
It was.
There was no character in the movie. But was the answer Christopher Lee?
No, the actual answer is Edward Woodward.
Yeah, he played the police officer in that movie,
Yes.
but
There was no Wicker. Yeah, the Wicker Man was an actual man made of wicker.
Yeah, but this was the actual like the title, like the lead character
Lead
outside of
character, maybe.
Okay.
Yes. But anyways, we're gonna get rid of that one. We'll go with something a little different here. Let's see here.
A little different.
I don't want to do a director question.
Oh, do it.
Okay, we'll do a director question. All right. Who directed the 2011 film Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Oh shit.
That's a good one.
Brian.
Was it Tucker?
No.
Okay, can I get another shot at this?
Sure.
Was it Dale?
No.
How about one more try?
Sure. Evil?
Was it Evil?
No, it's not Evil.
Ah,
No, name of the director.
Director of Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Was it go on a limb? Was it Alan Tudyk?
No.
Oh.
No, it was actually Eli Craig.
you like Craig?
Yep. To be honest, I've never heard of this director ever. I don't know if any of the movies he's ever done.
He hasn't, but he did good.
Yep.
So hats off to Eli Craig.
Absolutely. All right. So here we go with question number 15. So in the movie Crimson Peak, what is the name of the decaying haunted mansion that serves as the film's primary setting? Chris.
Asgard?
No. You're thinking of a different movie. I will repeat the question if you want, Brian.
No, I'm trying to remember. Was it the Hawthorne House?
No. It was Allerdale Hall.
Allerdale Hall.
Was the name of the mansion. Yeah. Well, yeah, it had a name in it.
Ooh, no, that was Arsenio Hall. Different. Okay.
Well, that and they had Loki in it, so.
Yeah, that's true. All right. All right, here we go with question number 16.
Oh shit, we suck tonight.
And
not
this
doing well.
one, this one, both of you should get rather quickly. If you don't, then there's a problem. What 1997 film depicts a team of scientists encountering deadly creatures deep in the ocean? Chris?
Deep Blue Sea?
No. It's the other one. You know which one it is, don't you?
I think. Was it The Abyss?
No.
That was 86.
Yeah, this was Event Horizon.
That was not in the ocean. That was in space.
Deadly creatures deep in the ocean?
There's no.
Well, the questions I got here, girl, all screwed up because that's the answer that it gives. But apparently,
not in the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that was.
then.
Okay.
Well,
Find another question, 16.
Find another question. Yep. Got it right here.
Woo!
What 2007 Spanish found footage horror film follows a reporter and her cameraman as they investigate a quarantine building? Chris.
Wreck.
Yes. I purposely did not select that one because I remember asking that question before. But it served as a replacement. All right.
This is a good margarita.
So, question number 17. What 2012 film subverts traditional horror movie tropes by presenting a group of friends manipulated by a secret organization?
2017.
Oh, hold on.
2012. 2012.
2012.
Oh, 2012.
Yeah, 2012. It's question 17.
Ah,
2012.
2012. Subverted by a
oh,
Chris.
Cabin in the Woods.
Yes, that is correct.
God damn it.
His thinking cat gave him the answer. He was all excited. All right. Here we go with question number 18.
Sorry, guys. I know I'm not doing great. I might not even be able to catch up. But you can have faith in me.
Actually, if Brian answers the next 4 questions correctly, we have a tie.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So yes, you do.
Okay.
All right. Question number 18. In the movie Cabin Fever, which came out in 2002, what deadly disease spreads among a group of friends staying in a cabin? Brian.
It's a flesh-eating bacteria.
That is correct.
I never saw it.
What? Good
Never
movie.
saw it.
Good movie. All right.
I lost this much respect in you right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Question number 19. What is the name? Hang on. Let me start over. What is the name of the remote cabin where the characters stay in The Evil Dead? Chris?
The Noby Cabin.
That is correct.
Well, I did know that.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't
All right.
answer the question, but I knew it.
Yeah.
He Nobied it.
I honestly, it's a weird question because, it was the Noby cabin, but it was, I don't know. Nobody really called it anything. It was just a cabin. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right. Question number 20. In the movie The Cabin, which came out in 2018, a group of friends. I know. It's just how they fell.
The movie The Cabin.
Yep. In The Cabin, which came out in 2018, a group of friends becomes trapped in a remote cabin when what deadly creature stalks them?
The Cabin.
What deadly creature is stalking them in that movie when they're trapped in there? Brian.
Bear.
Yes. That's right. Well, they call it a Wendigo, but it's a bear.
It's a Wendigo bear.
Yeah, it's a Wendigo. It's a bear. All right, so
Not
here
as
we go.
cuddly as like the
No. Yeah, not as cuddly. Not like the one in Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yes.
Even that one was kind
They
of
were cut.
pitiful. All right,
Go.
question number 21. What 2008 film features underground creatures that hunt and attack people in the dark? Chris.
The Descent.
That is correct.
That was a decent movie.
Yeah. Very good one. And just for shits and giggles here, my tiebreaker question was actually kind of funny. Let me find it here real quick, if I can.
All right, if I get this tiebreaker question, Chris wins, right?
Yes. Where did you go? Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Oh, there it is.
Where'd you
Jump
come
under the
from?
water with the Event Horizon.
Yeah. In the Twilight series, what kind of vampire is Edward Cullen? Brian.
A sparkly vampire.
Well, yes, he is. But there's a phrase that he says in the movie on what kind of vampires they are. What is it, Brian?
Very sparkly.
No, not very sparkly. Chris?
Lame.
No. Well, yes. Yes, but no. Actually, he refers to his family as vegetarian vampires because they do not suck on the blood of humans. They only result to animals.
Doesn't
Oh,
make sense.
that makes me hate it that much more.
I know.
It
I
doesn't
know.
No.
But that is a phrase that he actually uses in the movie.
Fuck you, Ray.
Well, we do have a winner. It is Chris.
All right, good
congratulations,
going, Chris.
Put me in a bad mood with that vegetarian vampire shit.
I'm
Well-
Chris. I won, bitches. What's up with the vegetarian vampires, motherfuckers? Oh, I'm a winner. Suck it. Suck it.
I mean, there were some questions on here. I was like, man, I could ask that, but it would seem kind of easy. I'm like, eh.
Good job, Chris. So, I guess it's time to go to the Wheel of Names. Who do we have on the Wheel of Names?
Delilah and Jason.
Okay. Like I was gonna ask, what was the name of the creatures in the movie Tremors?
Grabbers.
Graboids. Yep.
Graboids.
Graboids.
Graboids. See, I would have gotten it wrong.
Not graboids. Gravoids. With the V.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
I thought it was graboids.
Should have asked that question. I'd gotten that right. But whatever, man. Cool, we don't have to.
I mean, seriously, I always thought that they called them graboids in the movie.
Gravoids.
Gravoids. Okay, so I did have it wrong. So
All right. So we've got Delilah and Jason. And we are neck and neck with these two to see who's going to pick next week's movie. Let's do it. Here we go. And the wheel is spinning. It's going around and around and around. It's going to stop. It's going to stop. Where's it going to stop? It's going to be Delilah. It's going to be Jason. It's Delilah is the winner.
yay!
Delilah wins. Yay.
Please pick a movie that Chris is just gonna hate.
Delilah.
I don't know. She picked Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer last time.
Delilah
Okay.
plays the dead girl, is the winner. The last
Oh.
witch of the Demeter.
Ooh.
Well, I'm glad you picked that because I would have never watched that otherwise.
All right.
All
I
right.
believe that is on Paramount.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's fine. And this, in case you don't know, kids, this is the movie about what happened to Dracula in the part that they didn't talk about anywhere in any book.
No,
Really?
They totally did talk about it.
Barely.
It's a complete chapter.
It's a fucking footnote.
It's a complete chapter.
It's a fucking footnote. Anyway.
It's a complete chapter.
It's a short chapter.
It is short
Otherwise
chapter.
known as a footnote.
It's the captain's law.
In the book. But
It's about what, a page and a half?
to be fair, this could be awesome. Movie could be awesome.
Could be.
And
Very-
that
very
is
good.
what From the Slab is all about. Watching movies that could be awesome, but may not be at all. Exactly. Boys,
Jason, what you got going on this weekend?
I'm coming down to Sarasota to have some fun with some people on Sunday.
woo. What do you got going on, Chris?
Oh, I have a full stacked weekend with the Sugar High crew. Friday night we will be at O'Brien's in Brandon. Saturday night we will be at Boo's Ice House and Dog Bar in Sarasota. And Sunday afternoon from 12 to 4 we will be at Woody's in Ellington.
Woody's River Roo.
Yep.
Roo. Great place. Well, that sounds really cool. If you get a chance to go see them, they're a lot of fun to watch, and
Yeah,
especially
Chris.
because Chris is there.
Yeah, Chris, that at Woody's, is that the one that's right off of I-75 there by the Ellington Mall?
You can actually see it from the bridge if you're
Okay,
from
that's
Sarah.
what I thought it was.
Yeah,
And it's St. Patrick's Day this Sunday, so
Sharon Bigara. Don't you be stealing my Lucky Charms.
I'll have to find that one rare piece of green clothing that I potentially own somewhere in a closet.
Or you could wear pink hearts, yellow moons, orange stars, green clovers, blue diamonds, or purple horseshoes. You could do that.
Are those the colors?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, they are.
They have unicorns in them now too.
And what color are those? Pink.
Pink and
Probably.
white.
Yeah, they gotta be.
Pink and white unicorns.
Yeah.
Because that has everything to do with Ireland.
Yes, of course it does.
And me Lucky Charms. Don't you be stealing them. All right, well, that's cool.
What do you got going on, Brian?
I have to finish up a video for our song Subterfuge. I have to convince these two people to be in it because I want Jason and Chris in this video.
You don't have to convince us.
Nope,
I said
not
yeah.
at all. You barely have to ask. Because you know we'll be down for almost anything.
I know. But and that's good because I'm going to use you for almost anything.
I think we've proven that over the years.
We have. So, yeah, no, that's cool. And I'll be in touch with you guys. But that's actually all I got going on this weekend. Although earlier on during tonight's show, my daughter, who is very pregnant, said that she was she sent me a text saying that things seem to be moving along pretty well. So
Right.
I don't know what I'll be doing come this weekend. I could be doing other things too, like meeting my grandson.
All right.
I was going to ask you, is it a boy or a girl?
It is a boy.
It is a boy.
Yes.
Is his name going to be Brian?
No.
No.
No, because I would not allow that to happen. I can't say the name because apparently that jinxes things,
It does. From what I've heard, it does.
and I don't want to jinx it. Let's see. The house has a pool table. Can you swim in it? That's a weird table. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it a table in the pool?
Ooh,
Like a
that's nice.
pool
Bar.
table that you put your drinks on while you're in the pool.
That's very cool. I have a pool table, but it's in my garage. Hi, Paula. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to each other.
I don't have a pool table, but I have a Galaga machine.
Ah, I was just
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
We were just looking. I literally almost just left with a Pac-Man machine the other day. So, well, guys, it is 10:09, which means that our sponsors and the network are going to get very mad at us.
Absolutely.
see.
We can't upset the network. Jason, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
And thank you all for being here. And if you're watching this on a replay, I hope you had fun. I know I did. I think it was a good show. I had a good time.
Absolutely.
We will see you next week with the last voyage of the Demeter, and that's a Chris movie.
Yeah.
So we'll get crispy. Love y'all. Good night. Oh yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.